Alright, welcome back to the Heatsinks Arcade. I am your fantabulous host, Stanley Parable, Part 2. Last episode, I ruined the game. And you know what? I feel fine. But this time, just to amuse the narrator, I'm going to go ahead and go through the right door. And walk around. And hear a whole lot of nothing. Supposedly, and I didn't get a real good chance during, I know, Markiplier's walkthrough to read some of the stuff on the bulletin boards.
Person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Reflect. I do that every day on my whiteboard. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Standard graphics. Standard graphs? Can't even read it. Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machines. So they're going to develop a new coffee machine. The future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Who moved my desk? Hire somebody to fire the paper. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's see here. Number of slides on this slide. Charts, slides, and charts and slides. That's really the truth right there. Okay, bi-quarterly review. Space between teenagers. Oh, what? Find teenagers to put in teenager demographic. Throw something in the idea bin. Yes, I believe we call that the circular file where I'm from. Things, money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs and things about more money. Holy shit. Yes, those are my dreams for the future, including metamorphosis. I'm hoping I turn into a beautiful butterfly. Oh, good lord. Oh, good, the broom closet. Let's have some fun. Why can I not enter the broom closet?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ew, that wallpaper. Very garish looking. Let's see what's down here first. Whole lot of nothing. Two phones, really. A fancy operation here. More doors you can't go in. Okay, so let's go in the office.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions.
I am the most expensive boss.
He knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115.
Night
Is
Shark.
this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out.
If you'll shut up, I can find
Stanley
out.
had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 114.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He
Night
stared
Shark
into the
115.
scene right there on the wall.
Night Shark
I'm
115.
sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
No.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Nah. I think we can move
Okay,
on.
fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what?
What?
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
Oh, good
If
for
you didn't
him.
want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there.
Could have played
Why did you come
Octodad.
this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What the hell?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
Well, at least I know what Stanley looks like now, kinda.
I need you to make a choice.
Oh, huh.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
Are you kidding me?
Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
No.
Stanley, this is important.
What the hell?
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me?
No.
Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
That's all I've been trying to do.
Do something?
I want the door on the left.
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it.
Obviously, I need it.
You hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait.
Okay.
You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right.
So I guess that's this edition of the Heat Sinks Arcade, Stanley Parable Part 2. And as always,
As much time as you need.
thanks for watching. Oh, just kidding. Why do I have this feeling I'm going to be back at the... Huh. But phones are ringing. So who the hell's calling the phones? I might as well try to save some power around here. First time I've heard phones ringing. Okay, why do I have this feeling we're fixing to go back to the decision of whether or not I want the door on the right, door on the left? Yeah, whatever.
Doors, he entered the door on his left.
I want the broom closet. I know, go through the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I'm going to do this,
Feeling a
kids.
wave
My
of
nose
disbelief,
itches.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, even better, the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Bullshit. If I was playing The Last of Us, this shit'd come in handy. Make some shivs, some extra tool parts and pieces. Hell, that broom
There
would be
was
one hell of a
nothing
weapon.
here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Plenty
No
of
reason
stuff.
to still be here.
There's plenty of wonderful things. God, the shit I could make and kill some...
It was baffling that Stanley was
Creepers
still
and
just sitting in the broom
bloaters.
closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
Well,
As
maybe-
it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Well, maybe I want to sweep. Or mop. Where the hell's the actual mop or the mop?
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing?
Yes.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm trying to figure out what things I can use against the bloaters when I get to that part of the map. Oh, that's right. I'm not playing The Last of Us. I am playing
You
Stanley
do
Parable.
realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd
Yes.
said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Maybe not to you,
I
but to me it
never
is.
thought to mention it.
Well, good for you. I'm having a great time in here, personally. I'm trying to figure out...
To you, this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
They will. I wonder what that orange thing is right there. How I can use it.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Gee,
That or
thanks.
with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Drugs? No. Hookers? Possibly.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now.
What's that?
You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system
Really?
and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of.
Well, you can try to find my
before it begins to
roommate.
decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby?
Josh?
The person at this computer is dead.
Josh?
He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
He's long-winded, isn't he?
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Thank you.
I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Wanna bet?
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can handle
My
out the
cats.
details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I've had enough.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I want to see what's going on down in the basement. Supposedly that's where everything is, according to you, but I know better. Those little areas under staircases always kind of creep me out a little bit. There's always junk, and it's dark, and why is there a red light there? Is that where the bad girls play? How did this
Stanley
car
just
get
couldn't
here?
do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in
Wouldn't
such
be
a
the first
competitive
time.
economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
He already
And then
does.
something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example,
soda machine.
why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Uh-oh.
I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley
so I
felt to have finally
don't host
found an
seats-
answer,
heat sinks
an
tries.
explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Oh,
I may as
yay.
well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
What's that? I
Why
don't
he was
even know.
amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Am I dead?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
I
I'm
do.
dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
Okay, then what is it?
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
I'll go with that.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh, yay.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not
got
seem
to be.
flow to make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Let's
That
do
this
this.
was a dream.
Yeah, let's do this, bro.
Closed his eyes gently, and he
Okay.
invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Ew, it smells like chili cheese
Let me wake
Fritos.
up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
I'm very
I wish
through with
to
it.
be over.
Okay.
Let me go back
Poof.
to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife
I have a house, no
and
wife.
my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Can I play The Last
my
of Us
life is normal.
when I get home?
I am normal. Everything will be fine.
No, I'm not normal. Far from it.
I am okay.
There's the soda machine that I still can't get a damn soda out of.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, didn't even have to pull the trigger.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
I thought I was Stanley.
Rose got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
Yeah, got to be.
Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
I want to kill
Then she
Marianne right
remembered
now.
the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
Oh, you
Three
bitch.
important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Bitch! That worthless bitch. What the fuck? It just shows how people are these days. Well, anyways, that's part 2 of the Stanley Parables. Rate, comment, subscribe. Hashtag BTHS collab for the Brad Tries Heat Sinks Tries collaboration. Part 3 coming up soon. And as always, thanks for watching.